If we get caught, you are taking the blame. This is not my idea.
We're not gonna get caught, okay? We're gonna go get baked and then go eat just like we planned. Now just calm down. We gotta find the pharmacy.
Dr. Patel!
The universe or God dwells in all beings, but you may be intimate only with good people. You must keep away from the evil-minded. God is even in the tiger, but you cannot embrace the tiger on that account. You may say, why run away from a tiger, which is also a manifestation of God? The answer to that is, those who tell you to run away are also manifestations of God. And why shouldn't you listen to them? From the perspective of a seeker for higher consciousness, a true and worthwhile friend is one whose company is both elevating and strengthening, who looks toward eternal matters and values. These we should associate with and value. Pleasant and enjoyable is not enough. There are very good and warm-hearted people whose friendship is most pleasant and enjoyable, but their minds never turn toward higher things. In time, the friendship of such people is seen to be valueless, a waste of time for the serious long-term relationship. I do not mean that he comes to dislike or despise them. He likes and appreciates them, but realizes that association with them has little meaning. Just as an adult lays aside childish pursuits and interests, in the same way the evolving person simply lays such associations aside. And often they dissolve of themselves, just as childhood friends often fade out of an adult's life. In his heart that he will still feel friendly toward them and even love them, but he has to recognize that their association really has no value. However, if they actively continue contact, he does not end it. Avoid immoral friends. But if these former friends are of a character contrary to moral mentality and behavior and pursue that which is contrary to right thought and action and cultivate negativity in any area of their life, he should himself terminate that association. No worthy person will do otherwise. I am reminded of a young man who became a seeker, but had many friends that lived in a self-destructive manner, including drug addiction. Considering what breaking with them would entail, he asked me, should you ever hurt anyone's feelings? Just change your own vibration, I assured him, and you will pass out of their world, and they will never give you a thought. So he worked at becoming a better person and never heard from any of them again.
I was your family for a while. I'd do anything to get that back.
Is that what we're doing here? You give me a couple beers and I'm your brother again, just like old times?
I fucked up, okay? With you, with Jess, with everybody.
Friends who were never real friends. On the other hand, some negative people intuit the change in the seeker's vibration and become very hostile and themselves break off the association as though they have been wronged. And others of even greater negativity do everything they can to stop the self-improvement practices, even becoming violent and coercive. Obviously, there are friends that prove to not be friends. Toxic friends. A toxic friend can mean many things to many people, but usually you will feel deep down that they are using you. You will feel like they are pretending. You will feel the negativity. You feel the fakeness eventually. How to spot a toxic friend? Isolation. They isolate you from your other friends so you feel like you have to stick with them or you'll have no one. Embarrassment. They put you down in order to make themselves feel better or seem cooler. Basically passive-aggressive bullying under the guise of jokes. Reciprocation. You're sticking your neck out for them, but they'd never do the same for you. Being there when they need you, but when you need them they're nowhere to be found. Always bailing on plans, showing up late or not showing up at all. Fake, talking shit about you behind your back. Are never happy to see you succeed. Liars, manipulators. They gaslight. Those are some characteristics of a toxic friend. It's vital you are not blinded by their ways, so you can get yourself free of the good old toxic friend.
So what do you want?
I don't want anything from you.
Then why'd you text me? Listen. Don't talk to me again.
Here are some ways to cut them out of your life. Simply delete their contact and block them. Never speak to them again. Stop hanging out with them. If they contact you, just text them, and if they ask you to hang out or do a favor, never agree to it, because if you say yes, you are contracted with them. It will drive you crazy because you know deep down you don't want to. Be sturdy and brief with your reply. Just simply say no. Don't write a big story with excuses. If you really have it in you, tell them straight up how you feel about them. If say you work with them or have to see them a lot, be cool, but don't engage in a conversation for more than hi, bye. Let them know you have set up boundaries. Let them know you are a nice person, but you will not tolerate being walked all over. Tell it straight like that. Hopefully this helped or will help you in some way. We all have these toxic people around us from time to time, and it can be very stressful. The freeing feeling you get when you are out of their grasp is amazing. Please share your thoughts, stories, and perspectives.